This is going to blow your mind. Victor Lustig. A name that echoes through the annals of criminal history. The name whispered in casinos, murmured in high society. He was a legend, a phantom who moved through the shadows of the elite. A man of many faces, many aliases. He could be anyone, anywhere, at any time. His ability to transform was unparalleled. He was a charmer, a rogue, a master of illusion. His playground, the world of the unsuspecting, where he wove his intricate webs of deceit. The hopes and dreams of the unsuspecting. Born in Austria-Hungary, Lustig grew up in a world of change and opportunity. Lustig possessed a sharp mind and silver tongue. He spoke multiple languages, which allowed him to blend seamlessly into any environment. He navigated social circles with ease, charming the rich and powerful, always staying one step ahead of suspicion. His eyes, they say, held a glint of mischief, a spark that hinted at the audacious plans he constantly concocted. A hint of the audacity that would define his life. He was bold, confident, and always ready to take a risk. Lustig wasn't a common thief. He was a sophisticated gentleman, always impeccably dressed, exuding an air of respectability. No pickpocket or petty swindler. He operated on a grand scale, orchestrating cons that were as elaborate as they were daring. He was an artist of the con, his canvas the elaborate tapestry of human desire. Each scheme was a masterpiece, meticulously planned and executed. His most daring act, selling the Eiffel Tower. Not once, but twice. It was a con so audacious, so unbelievable, that it cemented his place in the pantheon of criminal masterminds. Paris, 1925. The Roaring Twenties. Jazz-filled smoky cafes, flapper dresses twirled and champagne flowed. The city was alive, with an electric energy, a vibrant pulse that could be felt in every corner. Artists, writers, and musicians flocked to the city, drawn by its promise of inspiration and freedom. The streets were a canvas of creativity, where every cafe and bistro buzzed with the chatter of new ideas and bold dreams. But beneath the glamour, shadows lurked. The city had a duality, a contrast between light and dark, joy and sorrow. As the sun set, the darker side of Paris emerged, with its secrets and whispers echoing through the narrow alleyways. The Great War had left its mark, a deep scar that the city was still healing from. Monuments and memorials stood as silent witnesses to the sacrifices made, and the memories of those lost lingered in the hearts of the Parisians. A sense of uncertainty lingered in the air. The future was unclear, and the weight of the past was a heavy burden. People walked the streets with a mix of hope and apprehension, their faces reflecting the complex emotions of a city in transition. The Eiffel Tower, that iron sentinel, stood tall. It was a beacon of resilience and innovation, a symbol of France's enduring spirit. Yet, it was also a reminder of the challenges that lay ahead. A symbol of France, but also a financial burden. The tower, while majestic, required constant upkeep, and its maintenance was a significant drain on the city's coffers. Its maintenance, a constant drain on the city's coffers. The cost of preserving this iconic structure was a topic of much debate and concern among the city's officials and citizens alike. Whispers of its possible demolition circulated, fueling anxieties and catching Lustig's keen ear. The idea of tearing down such a beloved landmark was both shocking and intriguing, sparking conversations and rumours throughout the city, fueling anxieties and catching Lustig's keen ear. He was a man always on the lookout for opportunities, and the uncertainty surrounding the Eiffel Tower presented him with a unique chance. He saw an opportunity, a chance to spin gold from iron. Lustig's mind raced with possibilities, and he began to formulate a plan that was as audacious as it was cunning. Paris, with its mix of nouveau riche and old money, provided the perfect stage for his most audacious con yet. The city's wealthy elite, eager to invest and expand their fortunes, were the ideal targets for Lustig's scheme. Provided the perfect stage for his most audacious con yet. He would exploit the city's unique blend of opulence and desperation, turning the uncertainty of the times to his advantage. He would sell the Eiffel Tower. It was a plan so bold, so outrageous, that it just might work. And in the city of lights and shadows, anything seemed possible. Lustig understood human nature. He knew that greed often blinded even the shrewdest minds. He needed a mark, someone with deep pockets and a thirst for a deal too good to be true. Enter André Poisson, a scrap metal dealer, ambitious and eager to make his mark. Lustig, using the alias Monsieur Dante, approached Poisson with an air of officialdom. He flashed forged government credentials, whispered of a secret plan. The Eiffel Tower, he confided, was too costly to maintain. The city wanted it gone, discreetly dismantled. Lustig, as Deputy Director General of the Ministry of Posts and Telegraphs, was tasked with finding a buyer for the scrap metal. Poisson was hooked. The audacity of the scheme, the potential profit, it was too tempting to resist. He agreed to buy the Eiffel Tower, handing over a hefty bribe to secure the deal. Lustig, ever the showman, even staged a fake auction to add legitimacy. With the money in hand, Lustig vanished. Poisson, too embarrassed to report the con, remained silent. The Eiffel Tower, of course, remained standing. Emboldened by his success, Lustig returned to Paris weeks later. He found another eager buyer, repeating the con with the same audacious flair. This time, however, his victim went to the police. Section 5. The walls close in. The police were baffled. Who was this Monsieur Dante who could sell the Eiffel Tower? Their investigation led them to a web of aliases, fake addresses, and a trail that went cold. Meanwhile, Lustig, ever the gambler, continued his cons across Europe and the United States. He sold a money-making machine that printed only counterfeit bills, ran elaborate scams on unsuspecting socialites, always staying one step ahead of the law. But Lustig's luck wouldn't last forever. His lavish lifestyle and penchant for risk-taking attracted unwanted attention. The FBI, led by the relentless agent William King Thomas, took note. Section 6. The Art of the Con. Lustig's story is a testament to the power of confidence and the allure of a good story. He understood the art of persuasion, of reading people and playing on their desires. His victims weren't fools. They were blinded by their own ambitions, their willingness to believe in the impossible. Lustig merely provided the illusion, the convincing narrative that allowed their greed to take hold. His cons were intricate, carefully planned performances. He used charm, intelligence, and a deep understanding of human psychology to create illusions so real that his victims never suspected a thing. Section 7. Beyond the Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower scam might be Lustig's most famous con, but it was just one act in a long and elaborate performance. He was a master of disguise, a chameleon who could blend into any crowd. He sold fake stock certificates, ran counterfeit operations, and even convinced a Texas rancher to buy a dehydrated horse. His schemes were as varied as the people he targeted, each one a testament to his audacity and ingenuity. Lustig lived a life on the edge, always looking over his shoulder, always planning his next move. But his success came at a price. The more he conned, the more enemies he made. Section 8. Lustig's Legacy. A cautionary tale. Victor Lustig's story is a cautionary tale, a reminder that even the most cunning criminals leave a trail. No matter how clever the disguise, how intricate the scheme, there are always cracks in the facade. His downfall came not from a single mistake, but from the accumulation of his choices. His lavish lifestyle, his constant need to outsmart, his inability to resist the allure of the con, all contributed to his eventual capture. Lustig's story serves as a reminder that crime, no matter how cleverly disguised, ultimately comes at a cost. It is a testament to the enduring power of truth and the inevitability of justice. Section 9. The Long Arm of the Law. In 1935, after years on the run, Lustig's luck finally ran out. He had managed to evade capture for so long, weaving a web of deceit and illusion that baffled authorities across continents. But as with all things, his time was up. Betrayed by a lover and apprehended by the FBI, he was extradited back to the United States to face trial for his crimes. The courtroom was packed, the public eager to catch a glimpse of the man who had outwitted so many. His trial was a spectacle, drawing attention from all corners of the nation. Convicted on charges of counterfeiting and other offences, Lustig was sentenced to 20 years in Alcatraz, the infamous island prison. Alcatraz, known for housing the most notorious criminals, became Lustig's new home. The harsh conditions and isolation were a stark contrast to his previous life of luxury and deception. Even in prison, his legend grew, his exploits becoming the stuff of legend. Fellow inmates and guards alike were captivated by his stories, some even doubting the truth of his incredible feats. Lustig, ever the showman, revelled in the attention, spinning tales that blurred the lines between reality and fiction. Victor Lustig, the man who sold the Eiffel Tower, died behind bars in 1947. His death marked the end of an era, but his story was far from over. The legend of Victor Lustig continued to grow, inspiring countless books, movies, and documentaries. His story, however, continues to fascinate, a reminder that truth can be stranger than fiction, and that even the most brilliant con artists can't outrun their past forever. Lustig's life serves as a testament to the power of charisma and cunning, but also as a cautionary tale of the inevitable consequences of a life built on lies.